All right, guys. So, YouTube is a place where we can get a lot of information, we can get a lot of entertainment. But tonight, YouTube is exposing literally the most depraved human behavior I have ever seen. You can argue with me, you can defend the people, but I don't know how. So, I'm chilling, right? Just hanging out. And I go on YouTube, and what do I see? A mock trial from Ernie against Benny Keyz. Now, I don't watch either one of these gentlemen, but I couldn't resist to at least go on and see what this was all about. Now, most of their content lately has been in regards to the Summer Wells case, so without realizing what I was going to be seeing, I thought it was going to have something to do with that, and I had no idea how this was going to play out or, what they were even talking about. But I go on. It has nothing to do with Summer Wells, by the way. No, 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 no. This is a mock trial accusing Benny Keyz of essay of a minor. A mock trial of essay of a child. Listen, if Ernie really had information about Benny on this topic, then that should obviously go to the police, not on YouTube for a mock trial. I wouldn't even have an issue with him exposing it on YouTube so that people could be aware of it. But this is like, I don't know how to even put this in words. Like, I'm actually looking at it as I'm talking to you. We have, come with me. First, something wonderful. A precious sleeping dog. Okay, let's look together. In case you're not watching this. We have an actual pretend judge, an actual pretend defense attorney. I guess Ernie who's off the screen for a minute, is defending himself. And then we have a chat, which I believe is a members only chat. Because let's get some money out of this. And first of all, let me say this. I don't have any problem with people making money on YouTube, okay? I don't. I think that a lot of creators spend a lot of time on their content and do it part or full time. And I have no problem with them bringing in revenue. Like, I am all about the hustle in life. Anything that can bring you some revenue, I am down for it. Then this gentleman shows up. His name, can you see that? His name is Rayshawn. He's actually fabulous. I really like him. And he comes on and basically says what I'm saying, which is like, this is actually kind of gross. I'm paraphrasing. But there is a way to deal with victimization, and this is not it. And then people in the chat were actually being rude to him. And this defense attorney over here, pretend defense attorney, was like belittling him and basically, well, this isn't what this is about. This isn't what this trial is about. It's exactly what this trial is about. This pretend mock trial. It's about victimization of an underage person. I don't understand why this is entertainment. I mean, is it just me? Like, have I actually just transcended into another dimension where this is okay and this is acceptable? I don't understand. So let me back up. I became aware of Benny Keyz during the Orson West case. And at that time, the first one of them that I ever saw, before that, I always watched, the commentators that just kind of sit there and tell a true crime story. The boots on the ground thing and all that, I kind of became aware of during the Orson West case. And it was, No Thanks, Doug, No Thanks Investigates, when he used to drive around in his little van. And he was out there like interviewing in California City some neighbors of the West family. That was when I first became aware of Benny. because I don't care what people want to say, and you can debate this with me. No Thanks Investigates, aka Doug, he made Benny what he is on YouTube because at that time, Doug kind of took him under his wing. And Benny was a shit show even then. Like, I can remember being so annoyed watching him sitting in his garage. He would talk over Doug. He never let Doug get a word in. His behavior was bizarre. I thought he was on drugs. It was crazy. So eventually they had a falling out. And they accused each other of being on drugs. And I think Doug actually was having some issues with addiction, and then he went and got himself clean, and he's actually really built himself up. Now he sits there in his little, at home studio thing, and he does his thing. And Benny really blew up too. And they went their own ways, and they've tried to mend ways a couple of times, but really they're just enemies at the core of it. And I don't even really know what they actually ever had a falling out about, other than these accusations back and forth. I don't know. So I've never been a fan of Benny's. I know he has a huge following, and I know some people are going to come on here and be like, oh my God, what are you talking about? Benny's the greatest. Well, I don't think that he is. I think he's not a nice person. When that whole thing went down and he killed the dog, I get it. I am a huge animal lover. I have several dogs. But if a dog was attacking my dog or my child or my mother, which was, I believe, the case with Benny, yes, if I had to kill the other dog to save one of my own or family member, yes, I would do that. I don't even have an issue with the fact that he had to kill the dog. My issue is when the dog's owner came, he was like a psycho. He wasn't like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I had to kill your dog, but I was defending my own or my mom. He went into detail. Like, it was sick. He was like, oh yeah, his intestines were hanging out and all this other, like, it was demented. It was demented. I have no use for Benny. Ernie Shell, I don't really know too much about him. I think he's really conceited. I mean, he's really good looking, but he's also like a criminal. So, I mean, I'm really not into that. I don't know what I think about him, but I will tell you this about both of them. They've both exploited Candace. They have both used a lot of clickbait to make people believe that they were about to solve this case and that they had all this information that Candace gave them and yada, yada, yada. And they have yet, either one of them, to provide any kind of proof of anything. So I just get really tired of both of them, to be honest with you. But this whole thing, this mock trial of SA against a child is an entirely new low as far as I'm concerned. And forget Ernie, forget Benny. This is what concerns me. The chat. How many people are in this chat going on and on and on like this is a normal thing to... if this was about any other topic, I would be like, okay, this is kind of stupid. Like, I don't really want to engage in it. But it's SA of a minor. How is this entertaining? How is this a game? How is this something to Team Ernie, Team Benny? Like, is it me? Because I'm shutting this off. I tuned in because I didn't know what to expect. And I really just needed to know what was going on in case it was anything actually interesting. But when I realized what the topic was, then I just kind of sat here staring at it and trying to figure out what I was watching and if I was in the Twilight Zone. So I'm probably going to get a lot of bashing for this video because people are going to be like, oh no, like this is totally like normal. But it's not. It is not normal to pretend to hold court on YouTube regarding child exploitation of any way, shape, or form. What the F? Are you with me, or am I like out on an island alone on this one? Because I'm confused. I'm confused. So, all right, I guess I'm just gonna go find something else to watch. Let me know your thoughts. I don't know. I mean, if you think this is cool, then I guess, yeah, just say this is cool. But I don't know how you can think that. I don't know how anybody could think that. The only one on here that has made even an ounce of sense is Ray Sean, and he's gotten, gotten all kinds of hate on here. Somebody's like, oh, he only has 9 people in his live. I'd rather have 9 people in a live with somebody talking sensible about child rights or, child exploitation than the however many people are in here, 815 people that are pretending to hold court, complete with pretend judges and pretend attorneys. Okay, bye.